Once again, another phoner. I'm so nervous. Okay, so today I am talking to Nick from Empire of the Sun. I am DJ Mighty Iris. You're listening to 103.3 The App, but it's not live. This is a taping, so it'll be a phone conversation. Hello.
Hi, Iris.
Hi.
I'm going to go ahead and loop in Nick, okay?
Okay, cool.
Hold on one sec. Okay, Iris, we have Nick on the line with Empire of the Sun.
Woo! Hello, Nick.
What a beautiful name is Iris.
You think so?
You know?
Thank you.
Oh, come on, it's a beautiful flower.
Thank you.
You ever give a girl an iris, she knows you mean something serious. You know,
Aww.
It's very beautiful flower.
Thank you. My dad thought of it while he was shaving. Good times.
Well, what a great dad.
Thank you.
Often it's the times when you're not thinking that things come true.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your inner self can reveal to your conscious self what is really going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's written in the shapes that you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love your voice,
Crazy.
Nick. It's so nice. Okay, thank you so much for even talking to me. I was so nervous about this. I almost threw up before you called.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's silly.
I have anxiety. So yeah, did you know that we're actually premiering your new single today on the radio?
That's so cool.
Yeah, what we do is we play a new track every single day at 5 p.m. and our listeners get to vote on it. But you're so well loved in San Antonio, Texas, like you have no idea. But we'll get into that in a second. But yeah.
Well, we love Texas.
I'm glad. Have you been to San Antonio?
I've only been to Houston, actually.
Oh, okay.
Also, I've been to Austin and Houston. So San Antonio is next. Must be next on my list.
I hope so. That would be so cool to see. I've never seen you live. Not yet, anyway.
I've never seen me live either. I don't do the shows.
Oh, okay. Where are you during the show then?
Well, you know, I feel the four corners breathing at most times. You know, like I feel like I'm clipping at the heels of angels. They're employed in every part.
Uh-huh.
And they said to me, like, come to the end where it all began. And I'm like standing there frozen in motion. And sure, I will welcome the world into me, and I'll welcome the planets that gave it to me. I've witnessed the lights of everything, and I'll try not to give in to astonishment, but it's so astonishing. Like what I mean is I welcome the world in all its complexities.
That's beautiful.
I close my eyes usually to do this, and
Yeah.
I shout out within higher in all its complexities. I followed inside, and I curled up my body and freed myself. And I realized that I'm a star in a trillion galaxies, like every one of us. And I wanted to be a part of the birth of everything. I wanted the colors to run into everyone.
Oh, yeah?
I realized that we're evolving beings, you know. And
yeah.
you just can't go on tour if you're an evolving being. Like, I mean, I could change into another form and say I'm on a plane and I don't know, I turn into Jello. Like, I would run all over the ground. And I woke up like the brilliant universe. And all of this is a memory, so it's a bit hard to remember, but I waved at a mirror, and it was the dark blue sea waving back at me. And my body was gone. It was replaced by the lights of pure energy. And it was written, like I said, in the shapes that I see. And I felt the four corners breathing.
Oh, my.
And this voice came to me that said, don't give in. Don't give in to astonishment. But it was so astonishing. Like, how was I not to give in? And these beings came forward to meet me with machine-like eyes. These beings with warm thoughts and feelings came to be at my side. Their warmth and their wisdom, overwhelming wisdom, these beings came forward to meet me. And they said, don't give in. They said, remember this, write this down, sing it. Turn into a song, share this experience. Share love and light and energy and regeneration, past loves, hurt loves, bad days, good days. Cleanse it in the water of life.
Yeah.
Of energy. All we are is life. We're not going to die. No one ever dies. We continue. Our forms change, you know. I was a guy who was quite sick in Japan in 1895. You know, I had tuberculosis, but I survived. I came back. I was born in 1978, you know, and in 85 I went to a Fleetwood Mac concert in Sydney. Lindsey Buckingham played that guitar, and I thought, I'm going to work with you one day. I didn't even know I had that thought. And I might be making it up, but I think that's what I do. I make things up. I talk nonsense.
I know a lot of people like you.
You know? I think that's good, you know.
It is good.
You allow your imagination to run wild, you know. It will start to thrive, and it will grow arms and legs, and it will run off and do something else. It will go to another place. It will come back, knock on your door, and say, I've been wandering. I've been wandering through the jungle, through the forest, And for now, on birth, on vessel, in prayer and song, for now on earth and desert, and to where we run, in abstinence and wisdom and dreams, out of the stars, higher than the sun, over Arctic circles, and wings spread beyond the horizon in regeneration, we'll be there, we'll be remembering you. San Antonio, we're there. We're there with you at any one moment. Whenever you're down, we'll come around.
I hope so.
It'll be okay.
That's beautiful. Oh, my God. Nick, are you a Pisces by any chance?
I'm a Taurian, actually. I'm El Toro.
Oh.
But I think I'm misplaced in that one,
Okay. I
guess what I want to say, is I want you to wash away the dark. I want to wipe away the hurt and the past loves, the bad nights, the yesterdays. Fill them with good dreams and hope. When we're all kids, there's that rare moment when you're a baby before you know the word no. And not the knowing word no, but the yes or no.
Oh, yes.
As soon as you know that, the universe starts to crack a little bit. But imagine if you can go back to that moment before you knew the word no, and everything looked like Pixar, but so much better.
Yeah. You've described what it was like when I shroomed once or twice. And a lot of what you're saying just takes me back to when I was doing that. I watched that movie 2001, Stanley Kubrick. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen on shrooms.
Oh, it's so wonderful, So you understand, there's a billion stones underneath all of our feet at any one time. And locked in every single one of those stones is the stories of the sea and those secrets they're safe to keep. And they have eyes, they're clear and sharp, and they take in everything, breathing in, feeling these things so much, And if only they had tongues and lips, they could sing to us. They could sing about the fire and the storm. They felt the pounding waves of life, and they've watched the world unfold from that little mycelium mass that came on an asteroid, and life first started, with giant mushrooms, actually, enormous ones. And that's where we're all mushrooms. You're Santa Claus. There's an Amanita muscaria, That's what he is. He lives under the pine tree, and they used to get the reindeers to eat the mushrooms, and then they drink. Okay, so we might not do that, but drink the reindeer's wee, but it made them less sick when they did it. They were...
I have never heard that before.
They were flying. Oh, that's the truth. Yeah, Santa is a mushroom.
No one ever told me that as a kid, though.
If you type that into the internet, every one of you, you're going to learn a whole lot of great stuff about lots of things.
Oh, that's Santa Claus. You're enchanting, Nick. You make me feel like a kid. Part of being a kid, too, my imagination has never left me. I dream vivid dreams, all the time, and I hope I never lose that. So many people I talk to don't even dream anymore. Isn't that sad?
Well, often people that smoke the herb don't dream.
Oh, maybe that's it.
But I think they get so many dreams in the daytime when they start their morning like that.
Like daydreams?
That maybe it's, they're dreaming all day,
Yeah.
The dreaming is the most important part.
It's great. I love it.
I've been getting into Buddha recently, because I met him, and I don't want to say him or her, actually. Let's be gender neutral about Buddha.
Okay.
Because I think he transcended whatever, was a man, but became more than that. And it was so beautiful and so humbling all at once. And, what do you do with information like that? Iggy Pop met Buddha as well, apparently.
Ooh, Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop's pretty cool. Do you like that album, Idiot? There's that song, Nightclubbin', on that. Nightclubbin', we're nightclubbin'.
That's good.
So good.
Is he someone you maybe want to work with one day?
Iggy would be cool to work with. I work with two of my heroes, with Lindsay and Elton, and they've both been wonderful. Iggy would be very cool. With Iggy, I think, if you're hurting, then I'm bleeding. If you're searching, then I'm finding. If you're wanting, I'm needing. If you're flying, I'm diving. If you're seeking, then I'm peaking. If you're whining, then I'm crying. If you're trembling, then I'm shaking. If you're wishing, then I'm granting. If you're pleading, then I'm praying. And if you're chasing, then I'm pacing. And if you're walking, then I'm racing. And if you're running, then I'm coming, And we want to come to you whenever you feel like you need it. We're there. You can just push play.
Oh, I know.
Or stream it. You don't even have to push play now, right? You just stream it.
Streaming, I know.
Yeah. Then you'll wear a headset and you just think of what you want to do or hear or see, and it will appear. All the computing power in the world will be a mole on your hand, and it will just appear like a light from your hand. It will appear as a hologram, anything you want, anything you need. But will it replace love? That's always been there. We're trying to catch up to this thing that's already there. The Hadron Collider, like, I know people are writing songs about it. Dev Hynes wrote a song about it. What is it? What are they doing there? Are they mining the universe? Are they mining consciousness?
I don't
Are they
know.
going to open up a hole like they did in Stranger Things? Is it going to look as badly art-directed as that is? Or is it going to be phenomenal? Is it going to be a light that is too bright for us to see? You know?
Oh, my God. Everyone is talking about...
People talk about visionary plants being, so vital, and they're making a huge resurgence now, entheogens, like you talked about, mushrooms and subs and things. And it's very interesting. Are we seeing a greater push from the world to return to this ancient knowledge when we actually knew how to live? A lot of people say as soon as humans started farming and started putting things in rows and changing nature, diverting water supplies, as soon as we started messing with the Texas, where everything started to shift. And are we meant to just live much more simplistic, nomadic lives, and just pick the fruit off the trees or off the ground? Are fruitarians correct? That's my question. Are fruitarians, do they have it all right? And the rest of us we're misers. We don't know what we're doing. I could sit here and eat Annie's homegrown Bunny Graham. What do you say, Bunny Grahams? Because I say Grahams, but you say Bunny Grahams, right? Like graham crackers.
Oh, graham crackers, right.
There's certain things in America I can't pronounce correctly.
I think you're doing
in
great.
Australia, we have this weird way. Oh, okay. You sure?
You're from Australia, right?
Yes, or as my father used to say, Australia. As the locals say, oh, you're from Australia, mate.
Oh, yeah.
So my parents were very particular about two words, Australia and picture. They thought if they could get me to say those words correctly, that all my words, my vernacular would be better.
How do you say picture?
But, picture.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty to me in my ears. Do you ever get to do recordings?
Well,
do you ever get to record like where you're from, or do they always fly you other places to record like your singles and any track that you do?
Well, I live in LA now, so it's a different world. I pretty much don't leave the house. I have a garden of earthly and unearthly delights, and it's beautiful. And there's a little studio in a one-car garage out the back. It's small, yes, it's crammed, and no, there's no air conditioning. But in the house, yes, I do have dinosaur bones. Only a few, but they talk to me at night and sometimes in the day.
I love dinosaurs.
These things happen. Real things happen, especially when you're not paying attention.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to say that a cult is forming, that I'm going to start some kind of new cult, and I say to everyone, this is what we should be doing or shouldn't be doing. Mm-hmm. But there's things that humanity have lost. There's knowledge, there was moments in history where profound things happened by people going out on the edge, going out on a limb, having what's known as a heroic dose, going further, going deeper than you ever could. Mm-hmm. You find that monolith at the end of the universe, and it'll tell you that it loves you, and that it will say to you, come to bed, you idiot. Nobody shovels snow at 5 a.m, but maybe people do, and maybe more of us should be shoveling snow at 5 a.m, especially in California. That's a good concept.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I'm not talking about blow. I would never promote anything of that sort. It's disgusting. The only thing I'm interested in is imagination.
Oh, me too.
I do not tell a lie. That's it. And often with imagination comes a hallucination, But that's just as par for the course.
Oh,
you got to ask yourself, do you dream? Do you meditate? What does the future sound like? What's your favorite smell? What's your earliest memory? What color best represents your heart? What is your favorite time of day? What does music mean to you? How do you communicate? How do you come from? Where do you come from? How are you here? And when you see, what do you see? And what do you see when you close your eyes?
When on shrooms, I see spirals. Did you know I like every color of the rainbow, though? And how weird, because my name means rainbow.
Well, it's such a beautiful name, I would say, I don't shave. I just let it grow really thick, and then I just get it all cut off, because it just annoys me.
The top of your head, or
a really lazy way,
or your whole body?
No, I want to shave my whole head, my whole body. That'd be good. But I guess true destiny doesn't wait for people to choose. You change your fate till it meets you. In the small hours before the day, when all that remains is just a fray, the night is telling, I guess it's saying go home. She's saying I've gone too long, that you've witnessed hundreds of things, good or bad, and time is ticking down to zero, and we're praying that it won't run out, but we lost our sense of nature. We've really lost. We need to return to our sense of nature, to our sensuous nature. And we need to remember all those millions and billions of moments we've left out. When we're left out, remember all the other things that are left out. Collect them all up in your head, and look up to the sky and you'll see every single star fall into your hand. And then you yourself will fall into your hand. You'll watch yourself falling into your hand while you're falling into your hand.
Whoa. You have to come to San Antonio. So many of my local musician friends would love to just sit down and hear you speak. They would flip out. I mean, you inspire so many of our local musicians. I hope you know that. And I actually have a question from one of them. Is that okay if I ask you real quick?
Of course.
Okay, so there's an electronic duo from San Antonio. They're called Rivers Want, and Richard Evans produces pretty much every track that they come out with. They're so good, and he wants to know, he says, this is a direct quote, "It seems like your music inspires your fashion, and your fashion inspires your lyrical content. Where do you find the inspiration of the two?"
I would say, to be honest, I reset the switch inside my head, and I don't recall. I must forget. Everything that I thought I knew was designed to bend the inner truth, and outer worlds just disappear, and then yourself, you won't exist. Don't stop yourself from giving in. Surrender all and begin again. There's a lighthouse in the stars, and there's one for every one of us, and it's waiting at the end of the ocean, very far away from here. It's shining brightly as a paradise. It's guiding all the atoms into the sun, and no one can ever tell you you don't belong, because you belong. You are everything. None of us belong. All of us belong. We're all the same. We're all love. That's it. I mean, that's all there is. Because every cell inside of you sings a song. All you have to do is listen to it. You have to work out what frequency it's singing on, and those salty droplets running down your face when you're feeling sad and you're feeling misplaced. You feed the earth and you feed the ground today, but all your tears are beautiful. And as you witness something magical, you have to remember even in your tears there's kindness and there's joy. Remember that you are one and the same, and all is one, and all is full of grace, and endlessly again and again and again and again. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And I'm coming out of your speakers, coming out of your speakers. I'm coming out of your speakers. I'm coming out of your speakers. And if there's a chance for you to bend reality and start again, would you have the courage to take the step into life and out of the dead? It must be known you've been here 1 billion times, another world, another galaxy. Don't stop your heart from giving in. Surrender all and begin again. So everything comes from dreams, everything comes from experiences and light that I've experienced. I've stood not at an altar. I don't believe in organized religion. I'm not down with that. That's not my style. I've stood at light itself. I walked out into the sunlight. I just did that right now here in sunny California. It's a beautiful day.
Aw.
And I just let it come into me, I look out into the side and there's some beautiful San Pedro growing over there, and I don't know. There's some little baby tomatoes and it's a beautiful day. We live in a kind of microclimate here at my house because there's a big avocado tree and it shields us from the sun, Some say sun's harmful rays, but the sun is light and beautiful. It's just how we treat it that makes us harmful to us. We have to treat things with more respect, come to places in a more sacred way.
I agree.
Be those vines that climb up,
Yeah.
We don't need to be parasites no more. We should disband religion. Why is there nowhere on the planet where we can live that's not governed? Like, why is everywhere governed? Oh, this is illegal and that's not.
I don't know.
How do you know? You don't know.
It's upsetting.
Why are we governing like that,
Yeah.
Why do people give in to evil?
Sorry to butt in, but we got to wrap up pretty soon, if that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Nick, you remind me of like Willy Wonka, but like times 10. You like made me like not you made me not even nervous anymore. Like I feel yeah. Yeah, thank you so much.
Don't be nervous,
Well,
you
you kind of poured this bucket of like magical water all over my head, and I felt it like melt away kind of. So I'm really I'm glad I got to talk to you, and I wish I could like actually talk to you in person one day. That'd be so cool.
It will happen one day for sure. These things always happen one day for sure.
Maybe in my dreams.
I'll see you there on the astral plane.
Okay, thank you so much, Nick. It was good talking to you.
Your drum. Okay, cool. Take care. Have a good day.
Bye, Nick.